Hello all, welcome back. Thanks for your comments, subs and likes. Right, this is going to be the Saturday one that I've been holding back. So it's a bit of a garden maintenance one for you. So yeah, I'll just let you watch that and I'll come back to you in a minute. There's quite a lot to do on this bit, but the first thing I'm going to do is cut my grass and get somewhat of an edge back around here. But like I say, there's quite a lot to do in here, so I'll do bits and bobs, and when it's all back to half decent, I'll show you what I've done, because there's some cutting back to do of these palms. They got frosted quite bad, some of them actually, so you've got to take these off, get these secateurs, take them off, take that out, give it a good weed. As you can see, there's one of my lilies, but yeah, there's quite a lot of cutting back and weeding, shall we say. This is the rose that I'm going to train along the fence. So I want to prune some of this off, get rid of some of this, because there's too much growth. Get rid of this thing, get rid of that. So as I say, I'll do it in bits and bobs, and once it's all done, I'll show you afterwards. There's quite a lot of grass in here as well. So yeah, as I say, I'll do it in stages, and once it's done, I'll bring you back and show you afterwards. These are the pear trees. They did have a load of blooms on them, and they did start to develop pears, but something has been eating them. So if you know what does that to a pear tree, I'll be grateful. But I might actually get some tree grease to put round them next year, because it's happening to this one. It must be all these aphids. Oh, there's some there, there's a couple there, but as you can see, this one's covered in black fly. So I don't know, I was hoping to get a nice lot of pears, but it don't look like that's going to happen now. Right, I've cut that bit of grass in the middle, so what I'm going to do now, I'm going to go round my edges with this, which is like a half moon. Well, that's what we call it in the UK anyway. I'm going to go round the edges, give it a bit of a weed, then it'll make my edges more defined. Alright, we're getting somewhere with this now. I've weeded out the edge, well, half of it. I've done this side. I've weeded inside there as well. So we're getting there slowly. Yeah. Right, as you can see, the edges are all been cut out. So yeah, it looks a bit better now, but I've still got a long way to go. I've only gone up to here, up to the edge of the box, so I've still got to go all the way around there yet. That's going to be fun, because I've got to do a bit of pruning on this rambling rose, I think. But as you can see, it's coming out in nice pink flowers, so yeah, I'm gonna chop this off as well, get rid of this, because that's a raspberry, I don't want that in there. But yeah, I'm gonna continue round there, but that's gonna be later on. That's another section weeded out anyway, but it's definitely getting there. But there's I remember putting these strawberries in here, but I didn't think they would survive all these weeds. I've got another pansy there. There's some more strawberries at the back there, but this Himalayan honeysuckle has thrown out a lot of water shoots and side shoots and stuff, so I'm gonna have to get in there with the secateurs and take them out. But yeah, it's another section done, and next is just sorting out this big mess here. What I think I'm gonna do, because I've still got raspberries in here, so I'm gonna dig some of them out and so it reveals this a bit more. I don't know what this is. I got these from a job I done. They're only little tiny, I don't know what you call them, little tiny plants like that when I first got them. But they have definitely shot up, so I need to clear them away a bit, and I've got to do this rambling rose as well. Trim this up a bit or something, or sort it out a little bit anyway. But right, that'll be in the next bit, I think. So that's going to be quite a bit of a job, that one. Right, I've got all them lilies out. I've got 6, is it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 actually. Hopefully I can get them in there and leave a bit of room for these irises to go round the edge. But hey, right, I'll get these in and I'll come back to you after that. Hopefully we've got enough room. If not, then I'll just have to grab another pot for them. This and them lilies and them irises. Might as well grab it now, won't I? And put this in the shade so I can plant it up. Right, I'm going to get that in some water because that's going to dry really quick if I don't. I just about managed to squeeze them in, so I think I'm going to have enough space around the edges, so I'm going to put these irises around the edge and I'll come back to you after that. I managed to get them irises in all the way around the edges. I topped it up with a new compost as well actually. I was going to put it over there, take most of them bricks away, just have one brick square so I can put that on top of that metal thing that I showed you earlier. But it's a bit windy today, so I'm probably just going to put that over in the shade there, give it a nice bit of water and leave it there for a couple of days till it actually settles in a bit. Right, paint number 2 for the gate now, I think, then I'll show you that after. Right, I've given them a good water. I'll come back out in a little while and give that another water in a little bit. Right, this is the lilies and irises. I think it's like 3 days after I planted them. Look at that, very nice. Still got one there, got one there. Still got one to come out there. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna grab this pot and that stand. I'm gonna put these into a square so the feet of that metal thing can just sit on these little bricks and it can just sit there. So I'll get on and do that and I'll come back to you. As I said, I made a brick base. Not perfect, but it'll do. But there you go. That's the lilies in place. It's about halfway between them two beds there. So yeah, that'll do. Really, this has got a plastic coating on it. Really, I could get like my wire brush on my drill or something. See if I can get all this plastic off and give it a paint of Hammerite or something. But yeah, that'll be later on if I get around to doing it. So let's see it. That's the pot in place now then. I am getting on and doing a little bit, but it's very hot. I've got up to this bit here, and as you've seen, I've pruned that back and everything. But these are started coming out now. These are quite nice. I don't know what these are. I got these a couple of years ago. They were only like little tubers, so they're doing quite well. They're a little bit messy because I've obviously been going behind there and weeding out. I might take that raspberry out there as well actually. So, but as you can see, I've got raspberries here as well. So right, I'll get on and start weeding this out when I get round to it. It's a bit hot today, so it won't be today. It's another very hot day, so I'm going to work in this bit, a bit in the shade. But what I want to do today is I want to cut this back a bit, because if I don't, it's just going to keep on coming out. So I want to cut some of these ends off, maybe tuck one or two in, so it's going to start looking like a hedge. And I'm also going to weed underneath there a little bit. So I'll get and do this bit. I'll get a bit of weeding done under there, then I'll show you afterwards. You might not be able to tell the difference on the video, but yeah, we get it done, see how we go. I've cut that back a bit. It's more reasonable now, but like I said, all I want is just for it to thicken out. I don't need the hedge out here somewhere, so I'm trying to restrict them a bit. But right, these are them. They're like a wild berry that birds love, and you might have seen the video where it was in flower. It's got, I think it was pink flowers actually, but I'll see if I can find the video and I'll link it at the end up in this corner. But I want to cut this back a little bit as well, because that's starting to go very wild as well. So I'll get back and cut this back a bit. I'll do a little bit more weeding underneath like this. This is I've obviously weeded up to that post, so yeah, that's that bit done. So I'll get and cut this back a bit, make it a bit more reasonable. I'll get and weed underneath best I can, then I'll get back to you. Oh, that's a lot better now. As you can see, I've cut this back as well. That looks a bit bald or whatever, but give it time, it will all bush up the same as this. I just want this to bush up. I don't need it 10 foot out this way like I've said before. I only want it as a thin hedge, so it'll take whatever it takes to keep it back, shall we say. But yeah, there you go. And I've left that rose as well. I can't remember who it was that said about that, but I've left that for now. As I said before, when it dies back and what have you, I might trail a couple up and over the top there. So I'll just leave that to do its thing, and when it's died back, I'll sort that out, see if I can get that to go where I want it to go. I managed to borrow a petrol strimmer, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to give this a little strim, just get the long bits off, so you probably won't really tell the difference, but yeah, I'll get it trimmed down a little bit. Right, I've trimmed all this now. I don't know whether you can tell the difference or not, but I can. I think you can, but anyway, that's all the weeds, heads and everything chopped off now, so that shouldn't need doing for a little while. Done all the way along that edge now that I can get to it. So yeah, getting there slowly. Right, thanks for watching, commenting and subbing. If you haven't subbed yet, bell's down in that corner. Click on the bell, click on all, and you'll get my notifications. Right, I'll try and get one up on Wednesday, but obviously it depends on how I'm feeling after the operation and stuff. So yeah, we'll see how we go.